guys. So, one of the things I ask a lot of times in my reviews is, do you guys have a recommendation of a place you'd like me to try? And one of you guys actually suggested this place. Now, it's local. It's only local. But it does brunch, it does lunch, it does dinner, and this person raved about it and said I should give it a try. So today we are trying the Blackwall Barn and Lodge. It's beautiful. You drove kind of into the middle of nowhere. There's a little strip mall here. We're going to try it, see what it's like, see what the gluten-free options are. I did call in advance. They do have a gluten-free menu. Let's see what we think. So here are your gluten-free options. The regular menu is, of course, much larger than this, but these are the ones that they list. So we're going to give some of this a try, see what we think. Hi, guys. So it is very loud in here. I am not sure how well you can actually hear me. If not, when I go to listen to the footage, I'll let you know how everything is. The gluten-free menu is really limited. There were 3 appetizers, 3 entrees. The actual menu is significantly larger. Oh well. But we're going to give it a try. Now I've also taken a picture of the brunch menu. They do an all you care to enjoy brunch. That picture will go in here. And you can see there's a variety of stuff. A lot of it is probably not safe for us, but some of it does sound very good. And the brunch, I believe, is $42. The entrees here, the appetizers are between $8 and $10 for us. Entrees $25 and $28, and then they've got a flourless chocolate cake or a berry bowl that's $10 each. So I'm sitting at the bar because all of the tables were claimed. I didn't make a reservation. It's 3 o'clock on a Sunday. The brunch went till 2, so I'm sure there's still people kind of hanging out and enjoying since their meal. There's a mix now of masked and not masked people inside, but I'm seeing a lot of people at tables with masks. Like I said, it's crowded and it's high ceiling, so it's a little bit loud. So we're gonna relax for a minute and we'll tell you what we've ordered. Okay, so the salad has arrived. It is the beet poke, and the picture for it will go in right here. It's beautiful looking, actually. 3 different colors of beet, butternut squash, and 2 different colors of beet. Oh, nice heavy flatware. I got a glass of water. Oh, that's nice. They actually, all of your napkins come in napkin rings. But I got a glass of water. Oh, and I have ordered a sour cherry Manhattan, I believe. It looks like this. I'll take an actual picture of it. I looked at this for a maple Manhattan, and this is a sour cherry old fashioned. And the woman who made it, who I was taking my order, was like adamant, no, this is what you want. Oh, this is nice. So it's a bourbon. Sardo cherries. This is sour cherry bitters. Wow, there's so much cherry flavor in this. I think it's a smoked bourbon. That's awesome. I haven't eaten a whole lot today, so we're gonna get food first. So this is butternut squash, yellow beets, and red beets over arugula with, I believe, a mustard vinaigrette. Bright light. The beets still have them, I don't say crunch, but they have more of a bite to them than sometimes if when you get them and they're very, very soft. Nice bitterness and pepperiness in the arugula. And the dressing is slightly sweet but not overpowering. Very bright, very fresh, even more so than I was expecting. It's not like liquidy per se, because sometimes like when you want a salad, you can give like the fresh vegetables, it's almost rehumidifying. But this is nice. It feels substantial. Yeah. The plate is probably about 8 inches long. It's a solid size full of beets there, so this is good. Beets and butternut squash with arugula, I'm all for it. I'm going to finish this and I'll get back to you when the entree gets here. If you're not gluten-free, just a couple notes. You do get a bread basket at your table. I've seen some people get that, and that looked really lovely. Someone just ordered the crab dip with the crostini next to me. Oh my god, they brought it to the table in the shape of a crab and they flambéed it. They poured in alcohol on it, set it on fire to let the cheese melt on the top. It looks awesome. I'm totally allergic to all of it. But if you're not, it looks amazing. And I I'm getting the impression that I would recommend it. So cool. Just waiting for my entree now. Should be here any minute. I am very much enjoying this cocktail. As you can see, I'm going very slowly through it. The cherry flavor is just really strong, really nice. And you still get the bourbon kind of medicinal after flavor, which it's bourbon, it's going to do that. But really nice. Really, really nice. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but you get your water in mason jars. In a mason jar, which is pretty funny. Okay, so we have gotten the crispy skinned chicken with corn grits and garlic spinach, and the picture will go in right here. So we're just going to cut right into it. It's got a gravy on it. This is gluten-free, they said. We're going to give this a try. I think it's just a chicken gravy, a chicken veggie gravy. Oh, it's got a nice crisp on the skin. The skin is crispy, the chicken is incredibly moist. Yeah. Really, really, really good. Now, the grits are thick, almost like mashed potatoes, which I didn't expect. They're missing salt. I get the cheese in them. There's almost no salt in them whatsoever. Definitely sort of a more grainy masa than like a runnier grits. And I'm going to try the sauce, the spinach. Incredibly garlicky. Good flavor. So, after eating at Disney all the time, I'm sure used to so much salt in food. Not here at all. They do have salt and pepper on the table, which I'll probably use. This is very tasty. The chicken doesn't need it. The grits do, and the spinach probably could use a hair. Very good flavor though. Very, very fresh. So I'm gonna go to eating this because again, there's a game going on. There's sports ball. Yeah. So it's a little bit loud, but I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I will talk to you guys for dessert. Okay. So the bill has arrived, and I ordered the dessert, which she's given me the check before she actually gave me the dessert, but she put it in. So I've got the dessert, the chicken, the drink, and the chocolate torte. All together is $66.17, and then of course tip on top of that. And for you guys to know where this place is, so the chicken at the bottom where I started was actually probably the thigh meat. It was incredibly moist. As you got higher up on the chicken, all it was in was just the stub of the wing. They took all the rest of the bones out. And it got a little drier up top, but I did save it. It was very tasty. I'm a little nervous about the gravy that was on it because, I mean, it felt like it could have been a cornstarch thickener, and it did say it came with the chicken juice. But I realized I didn't really specify for her, by the way, make sure it's gluten safe. But it is on the gluten safe menu, so hopefully it's okay. So I'm going to pay for this and then get my dessert, show you what that's all about, and we'll finish up. So the dessert has arrived. The picture of it will go right here. It is a flourless chocolate cake with a little bit of whipped cream, a little chocolate syrup. They also offer berries. It would have been nice to actually have a berry to kind of cut this as well, but let's give it a try. It's a smallish piece, maybe about 1.25 inches in width, but it looks like it's dense, it's solid. It's cold cake, of course, very fudgy, nice dark chocolate flavor, a little more bitter, which I prefer. I'm going to just dip it in the whipped cream here. The whipped cream has a cool whipped flavor to it. Yeah, there's a very distinct flavor when you think of like the Cool Whip topping. It's good. I'm not gonna say that. It's a good cut. Let me check what the yeah, and the drizzle on the plate is just chocolate. It really does need some acidity to lighten it. Like a couple berries on the side probably would have been really useful. But it tastes great. And it's gluten-free option. And like I said, they have fresh berries if you want something that's not chocolate. So I'll give you my final thoughts once we're headed out. Bill's already paid, as I told you. I still have drink to get through. Like I said, I'm going slow. Okay, I will say this. The drink goes great with this. In fact, I hadn't finished the Luxardo cherries that were in the old-fashioned. And so I had one. It tastes really good, and I'm now put the other one on the plate with the cake so I can taste those together. But it really pulls out the cherry and the sweetness from it when you do that. So just because I can, Luxardo cherry and chocolate cake, messy chocolate cake. Just a little bit of brightness. It really makes a difference. So this is in the edge of Odenton. It's in the strip market. See a liquor store, a massage therapist, a real estate place, a bridal store. Nothing necessarily looking like much, but it's very much got that edge of old elegance to it. You know, really nice. Incredibly loud in there. I'm glad I was not there for the all-you-can-eat brunch where you serve yourself, because yikes. Give me a second, we're gonna get in the car and then we'll talk. So that was Blackwall. There's actually a Black Hall in town too, in Baltimore, which is not too far away. So I almost went to the wrong place originally. It is cozy. If it wasn't for COVID, I would probably feel more comfortable there. For the first chunk of my meal, I was sitting at a table at the bar. You know, they have the standard, you know, half U-shaped bar and 3 little tables for 2, and I had a table for 2 by myself. Stepped away, and then curtains that were open and a table for 4 sitting below me. And it was great, but then someone came and sat in that table, and the woman who was sitting in the most corner seat was, you know, within 2 to 3 feet of me tops. Dropped down in level, so I mean, truthfully, I would be sneezing down on her rather than her up on me, but you know, that's what it is. The gluten-free options are very limited. I didn't have to speak to your chef or anything like that. You know, we're not at Disney. They don't do the same kind of stuff. The food was very clean and simple. The chicken skin, which they obviously seasoned, was very flavorful, nice crisp to it. And like I said, the thigh meat at the bottom was very moist. It got a little drier as you got high up by the bone. And it was only just the little wing bone, like the actual body rib cage bones you would normally get. They weren't there. It was just one little tiny piece. So I'm assuming it's an airline chicken breast. The grits were very dense grits, and the sausage, the garlic spinach saute, very garlicky. Little to no salt, and little to no salt in the corn grits as well, like shockingly unsalted. I added salt. I mean, you hear me complain about salt at Disney all the time. I rarely add salt to anything when it hits the table, because it's usually more than enough seasoning. It needed more. I didn't add any to the spinach, but I definitely added it to the grits. And that made a huge difference in terms of the flavor. Would I say they were great grits? No. But it was nice to try, and I might be curious to try the mashed potatoes. Would I come here again? Yes. That drink, exceptional. Exceptional. The beet salad was lovely and fresh and bright. I'm sad there's no soups or no warm appetizers available. And the 2 desserts were obviously, you know, colder desserts. So you had the berries as well as the chocolate cake. And it was a good enough size. I feel full. I don't feel overly full, but I feel full. But I would come back and try some of the other options. You know, there was a steak option. There was a salmon option for the appetizer, for the entrees. And then there were 2 other salad options. So
one was marinated veggies and one was just a basic salad. I'd try either of those. I would see what those were like. But it's not a lot of options. You know, you're talking comfort food and down home food, and I did not ask anything about cross-contamination, but my guess is they don't have a separate area. Let's go with that. Good food, yes. Nice flavors on the chicken, on the beet salad. The dressing on the beet salad was quite good as well. I mean, I guess that's it, really. This is a one shop, one place only, local here in Gambrills, Maryland, which is near Odenton, near Glen Burnie, near probably equidistant from Baltimore and Annapolis. And it's really kind of in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of nice. If you've enjoyed this video, if it's helped you learn more about dining gluten-free in the Maryland, D.C. area, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Most of the restaurants that I review are going to be Disney and Universal, but I am going to do chains that people from around the entire country hopefully will be able to try, as well as gluten-free dining for some of the local Maryland areas that have been recommended. If there's a restaurant, a chain, something that you want me to try for gluten-free options and share with you what the experience was like, please let me know, and I would be happy to do so. You know, I want to be able to create the content that you guys want to see, and I can't do that without knowing what you want. So please, in the comments, let me know if there's a restaurant you want me to try, if there's a style of food you want me to talk about eating out gluten-free. You know, let me see if I can help you guys out. That's what I'm here for. So there's, you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate you helping me by supporting this channel and watching these videos. I really appreciate, you know, you guys commenting and letting me know what you think. I really appreciate you just kind of being there, you know. I like being able to give to you, and I like to know that you're receiving and appreciating and acknowledging and able to get something useful out of what I'm doing here. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next vlog. I think we're going to be back into Disney content next, and I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?